Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for tuning in. Oh yes, so we're still continuing with the series, My Journey to Health and Wellness. And once again, we have an incredible guest and I really cannot wait for us to chat because he has a story to tell. He has a beautiful story to tell. He's going to be telling us about his journey to health and wellness, how it started, the challenges that he has experienced along the way, and how it's going so far. He's a good friend of mine, and I really cannot wait to hear what he has to say to us today. I'm really excited and looking forward to the chat. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Hey, Hlony.
Hi, Sasa.
How's it?
Good and yourself?
I'm good. Maybe just tell us, who is Hlony? Where are you from? Yeah, just introduce yourself.
Wow, thank you very much, Sasa. And yeah, I'm excited to be here and telling my story with you guys here. Well, my name is Hlony Adams. I mean, my name when it's shortened, it's Hlony. So my background is in research. I'm a full-time PhD student, and I also have a side hustle of distributing wellness products and also helping people living healthy and active lifestyle. And those people will also act as my accountability buddy, as I'm also in the same journey as them. That's me.
All right. Okay. All right. So take us back. How did your journey to health and wellness start?
Oh, it started way back. It started in primary. Because I grew up as a chubby person. I was chubby most of my life, and well, it started kicking in into my confidence levels. As you know, how the society will make fun of you when you are chubby, and I'm glad that I had a supportive mother who has told me that I look good no matter what. So later, when I got to high school, I started being serious about losing weight because now I was overweight and I didn't like how I looked. So I started lifting weights at the age of 14. So healthy active lifestyle has always been my thing. I always wanted to be a healthy person because I know that being healthy brings vitality, and if you're not healthy, basically you're gonna be sick. So it started being intense in 2018 when I actually saw that I'm gaining now, because throughout the years I would train a lot and lose whatever that I would like to lose, but just over a short period of time regain everything and even more. So that was the cycles that I was going through. So I got introduced to this. Well, come again?
No, sorry to interject. The gaining, was it happening when you were resting, like taking a break from your workouts, or it happened during the workouts?
Actually, it happened when I took just a short break, even if it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I would gain. So a few years back, then I started joining a specific company where I got the coaching and I was taught how to eat healthy. That's the point that I was missing. I would actually do 2 hours of workouts and the likes. Yes, I would lose. But then within a short period of time, like for example, in festive season, I would regain and even more. So in 2018, I said enough is enough. And I was actually introduced to a wellness program, but only started in 2019. So I started mid-year 2019. I started living a healthy, active lifestyle. I started getting nutrition education because I joined a nutrition club, and now it's online. We do things online. So I was overweight, as I said, in 2019, and the energy levels went way down. I mean, throughout the day, I would lack energy. Imagine if you're a student and you are lacking energy levels. So I was a master's student by then. But then within the first week of eating healthy and being consistent on exercises, and I didn't have even to work out 2 hours. I mean, 30 minutes was just enough. So I shed off a few kilograms within just a week. Yeah, so that's where I started, and within these 2 years, I've learned so much, and I'm still learning even now. Because if I gain, remember that controlling your weight doesn't mean that it's gonna stay at 70 every day. No, it fluctuates, and it's just a matter of habits and routine. So I know very well that if I eat certain type of food at a specific time, I'm gonna gain or I'm gonna lose. And also, if I do this specific type of exercise, am I gonna lose or am I gonna gain? And if you gain weight, weight is just how much you weigh when you're on top of the scale. But there's body composition. You need to know how much of fat is fat and how much of a healthy fat do we need. The likes of body mass index as to whether your height matches your mass and also your age and also your gender, by the way. So these are the things that I've learned over the years that helped me to plan, do, and review my goals. So that's about it.
Yeah, surely you have spoken about a lot of things. So now I want us to unpack everything bit by bit. So you have touched on reviewing your goals, like, okay, you set goals and then you review them, right? Why is that important?
Well, when you plan a goal, you can plan. I mean, some of us, I'm sorry guys if I mention this and you are struggling with it. We have things that we call New Year resolutions. And some of us have always wanted to weigh below 80 or rather below 70 kilograms. But it has always been there. So the trick is to plan for a short period of time. Don't plan for a very long time, because you can plan and you only find out that the thing that you have planned is not that impactful. So I plan, then I implement, as in I do, then come back to say, how was it? What did I do good and what do I have to improve? Because once you set your goal, it doesn't mean that you're just gonna do it and voila, everything is good. So there are also factors that are gonna come into play where you just have to sit and say, okay, this is where I messed up and this is what I have to do. For example, when it comes to weight loss, sometimes you go full force and you train. You do everything, but then you still gain, only to find that you have gained a lot of muscles. Then maybe you have to change into cardio and eat less of that and more of that. Then you get the results that you actually want. So that's the importance of planning, doing, and reviewing. And it's a cycle. You go back to it, do the same thing over again, and you stay amazing.
No, that's very true. I 100% agree with you, because I mean, you never know where to improve unless you sit down and analyze the whole situation to say, okay, I have implemented this. How is it going? What do I need to improve? And you'll be surprised, because there's always something to improve. There's always something to improve. You always learn, you become a new person daily, like you always evolve. And therefore, even the manner in which we conduct ourselves and do things always changes. So I do agree with you about the importance of planning, doing, and reflecting. Another thing, metabolism, because you said sometimes you would stop, maybe take a break for a week or two, and then during that period, then you gain. And then one thing that came to mind was metabolism. So we have people who have slow metabolism and those who have fast metabolism. Personally, I have a slow metabolism. I know people don't believe it because I look tiny, but I do have a small metabolism, and I've learned to manage or control my eating, and like basically how I do things. That's how I maintain my weight. So maybe tell us about that. How long did it take you to realize the metabolism that you have, and how do you work around it?
Okay. Yeah, the issue of metabolism, yeah, and it now includes digestive health. And one thing that's very important is that you are unique, and your goals are unique, and your digestive health is unique. So over the time, you're gonna learn about how you actually can increase your metabolic rate. And something that works for Sasa might not be something that works for Hlony. So for example, for myself, I increase the amount of vegetables that I eat throughout the day, and also reduce the amounts of fruits that I eat, because fruits have starch. I mean, it's sugar. It's sugar, and your body will store it as fat. That's it, as simple as it is. And people would think that if you eat fruit and vegetables all day long, you're gonna lose weight. No. So you have to learn about things that contributes to your metabolic rate, and also exercises. Different exercises will treat your metabolism differently. For example, when I do cycling and running, I know very well that these are the two that will take care of my gut health very, very, very easily. But when it comes to lifting up weights, can actually contribute to my constipations and the likes. So the most important thing is to start jotting things down that you think they are making you gain, and have Weight Watchers group. It's very important to have accountability buddies where you guys are just learning about your bodies and stuff. For example, I'm in a weight loss program. So we also have people who are gaining and who are maintaining. So what we do, we post our weight every single day. And
so much
everything that you eat, you send it in the group, whether it's chips, whether it's whatsoever, everything. So that at the end of the day, when you say, I'm gaining, but I want to lose, we just go back to whatever that we have posted, and we say, we think instead of eating your dinner at 9, do you mind maybe trying to eat it at 6:30? And if you feel hungry around 8 o'clock at night, you can have a light snack of maybe broccoli or something. You try it, then you come back and say what happened over a period of 7 days. And remember, it's not about maybe being perfect. It's all about learning, messing up, coming back. Yeah, that's all that I can say for now.
No, I love it. First of all, let's talk about gut health, because I know that just like me, you have also struggled with constipation. So tell us about that. How was the experience? Because you know what, constipation is like, people don't want to talk about it. Like my business in the toilet is my own personal business, so no one should know about it. But it's real, guys. Like it's real. So tell us about that. Tell us about your experience.
Yeah, guys, constipation is something else. So it started like long time ago, because I remember long time ago, I think it was more than 10-15 years ago. So I didn't understand that. I thought it's normal. And I've realized that an average person is constipated because you have to go to the loo at least once a day. And actually, if you don't go to the loo for a day, it's something that will mess up. So it happened.
Right? So where's the food going?
Yep, whatever that comes in must go out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it became severe in 2017. Because now you start having blood on your stool, and as I always say, some problems are not medical, it's just a matter of habits and lacking understanding on nutrition, but then they can lead to serious medical problems. So mine was a habit problem, but then it led to a serious medical problem. And I went to the doctor. They always said, and they even suggested that they might have to remove the piles. I was like, no, guys, nobody's gonna remove anything from myself. So I started being consistent on eating healthy and stuff, and this thing is working okay, because they always give me medication from the doctor. It will work a few days and I'm constipated again. It was just that cycle. But then I started breaking the cycle when I started being consistent and looking out for things that I know if I've eaten, if I've done, I go in a relaxed manner to the loo. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to, I'm no longer suffering from constipation, and I'm not even visiting the doctor for other medications and stuff. So
okay, so maybe give us examples of the type of foods that you're eating now that are helping you with constipation, because maybe people want to know that, okay, I'm also suffering from constipation, but what do I eat? What should I drink? What do I need to avoid? Yeah.
Very, very important. Well, the type of food that I eat. Okay, let me take you through what I eat throughout the day.
Yeah.
When I wake up, I just have my protein shake, and within 3 hours, I have my snack, and my snack can be anything but in small quantity. And I always aim for healthy snack, by the way. Whether it's a protein bar, whether it's a fruit, whether it's something that is just small but healthy. And during the day, I'm just gonna have my starch and have my protein and my vegetables. My starch is brown rice, it's brown bread, low GI, or wheat, and wheat works best for me. And also we can have sorghum porridge. Yeah. Then later around 4.
Motoho, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Motoho. Yeah, but then you can also make pap out of that, so that you can have meat and other stuff well with it. And around 4, I'll have my snack, another snack, and I always make sure that my snack is high in protein. And later, I just have veggies and protein, because I'm not gonna need the starch, unless if I'm doing a long distance cycling the following day, so I can use that as carbon loading. But if I'm not gonna do that much of an exercise, I just have my protein and my vegetables. So that's about it. And when it comes to fiber, because people know that fiber, it's the thing, it will improve your digestion. But guys, fiber can block you.
Yeah, true.
So it depends on the type of fiber that you have. So you must have different types of fiber. I know, for example, if I eat coarse sorghum, I don't have to eat it again in the day. If I decided to eat it in the morning for whatever reason, I'm not gonna have it throughout the day. All that I will have to have is different types of fiber. I also use some supplements that I can actually boost my fiber intake, and I always make sure that it's a company that I trust. So I just chose one company so that I can have any supplements that I want from that specific company. So that's how I eat throughout the day. Water intake is very important, and I always have it warm so that it relaxes your digestive system. That's about it.
Thank you so much for sharing your eating habits with us, and what you eat, when you eat it, and how you eat it. That's very important. I know in my case, I had to also make adjustments because, guys, it was tough. The thought of going to the toilet, you think, what's again? It's better if I die because it's warm. War room, like for real.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, but then the most important thing is just to make adjustments to your diet. And I like what you said, the fact that what works for you might not necessarily work for someone else. So it's a trial and error type of thing where you constantly have to learn, okay, what works for me, what
Yeah,
works for my body, and stick to it, So that is very
true.
important. Thank you so much for that. Now, let's go back to what you said about energy. How has it changed over the years from when you started to where you are right now? Where are you right now in terms of your energy levels?
Ooh, I'm way up there. I am way up there. Look, I'm way up there.
All right.
So with, with energy, it's also like active lifestyle, it's tricky. So when you're tired, sometimes it's your mind, sometimes you have not rested enough. Like if there's something that's lacking in your body, it responds by lack of energy. If you do not sleep well, lack of energy. So rather than pumping yourself with a lot of caffeine, what you can do, you have to rest enough. When I said the first week in the program, my energy levels were high and constant. So sometimes it's that your blood sugar levels are dropping. So when your sugar levels drop, you will be tired, whether you like it or not. So keep it on a steady pace. So what I do is that I eat on intervals. When I wake up, I break my fast at a specific time, and I close everything at a specific time. So if I have my shake at 6, I'm having my snack at 9. I'm having my lunch between 12 and 1, and my snack at 4 to 5, and my dinner between 6 and 7. That will keep my sugar levels at a constant level. And what I do when you eat healthy stuff like your vegetables, your complex carbohydrates, they keep your energy levels at a constant level, because now it takes time for the body to digest them. Actually, not actually digest them, but they stay in the blood for longer. So if you have for example, maybe it might be your favorite, but white pap, your energy levels shoot way up, but then they will drop as fast as they went up. So, but when you have your pap made out of sorghum, it will the energy levels will slowly rise. Your blood sugar levels will slowly rise and slowly drop. So when you eat at the second interval, your energy levels haven't dropped down, as in down. And also for myself, waking out in the morning, that's the things for me. Because after I work out, your heart starts increasing the rate at which it beats, and you start sweating. So your metabolism starts increasing because your body is sending signals to say, hey, we need more energy, burn more food. Remember, you are burning the food that you have eaten yesterday if you're waking out in the morning. So you start having this vitality and everything. You hydrate, you start having your breakfast, and a light breakfast, by the way. So I would say that just have your whole grains.
Wait, can I please ask? Because, there's just a whole lot of information out there, and sometimes it can be overwhelming and contradicting as well. And you end up asking yourself, okay, so which one should I believe? Do you recommend one to have a light breakfast, right? And then someone elsewhere is like, you need to have a breakfast like a king, a king's breakfast, whatever. Have as much as you can so that it can sustain you throughout the day. So why do you go for light breakfast? What is the significance of that?
Well, I don't focus on being full as in my stomach with regards to capacity or the volume. I focus on being full of energy. So what I eat is food that is high in vitamins and minerals, that is high in nutrients, but low in calories. Because you can have like a variety of food in the morning, you have this and that and all of that, and you think that it's going to sustain you throughout the day, and only to find that by 10 o'clock you're hungry as if you have never eaten anything. Are you going to have the same size? Because remember, we are also taking digestion into into the picture, because once you start eating something, it will have to be broken down and go out of the system as soon as possible. So if you have a large chunk, how many large chunks are you going to have throughout the day? So it's very important that you have something that is very high in protein, vitamins and minerals, but it doesn't have a lot of calories.
Basically, what you're saying is just don't get too full. I mean, maybe let's say someone's metabolism is very fast, and obviously they won't eat the same portion as you, right? So the key is just make sure that you don't get too full, because if you're full, you'll feel sleepy and drowsy. So it means energy levels boom, and you won't be able to work and be productive
and see what works.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sure. Because I mean, I can say that have this, have that, but you don't believe it. So you just have your large chunks, maybe for a week. Then just for another week, just sacrifice that week and say, okay, let me try having something that is high in energy but low in calories for a week and see what happens. Then you'll choose.
I'm enjoying this conversation so much, and I'm also learning a lot. So yeah. Now, Hlony, you have made these changes, right? And I believe, okay, maybe I should say I know that they have also affected other areas of your life. So I want you just briefly, okay, I'll say this because I know we do chat, so maybe just chat to those who do not know. Share with those who do not know you about how your health and wellness has also affected other spheres of your life.
Yeah. No, guys, it has affected all areas of my life. So let me just mention a few: my spirituality and my social life also. So based on the two, and also personal development. I mean, when I wake up early in the morning, I just go full blast workout. The 5 a.m. club, I'm using 5 a.m. club combined with the miracle morning. So that's personal development on its own. So when it comes to spirituality, if maybe you're a Christian or whichever denomination you are in, what we mostly focus on is being empty and light, but then full of energy. So that's what I've noticed when I speak to my peers and other people and learning about spirituality. So you want your whole energy to be focused on a specific task. Let's say you are meditating or you are praying. For example, people fast, but you don't have to look weak and stuff. You have to be rather strong. So that's where it comes in, that the food that you have eaten a few weeks back or whatever, when you stopped, you started to fast, they will have to sustain you. But then if it's weak, I mean, if you have eaten all this junk that doesn't boost your immune system, you'll be weak throughout your fasting. So it makes things easier. And even when you break a fast, okay, I have to take something light and something that is not heavy, so that the body can digest it fastly and get everything that you need at that specific time. And when I talked about my social life, I mean, I started going into different things. Hiking, I mean, that's fun. Cycling, you cycle in a group, you jog with a group, you start exchanging information with people, and you are learning all this new stuff. So that's how it has also contributed to my social life. I've met people, I've met a lot of people in this journey, because sometimes I just approach people and ask them if they would like to live a healthy, active lifestyle. Maybe they want to improve the quality of their skin. So I started knowing a lot of people, creating contacts, and
by the way, your skin is
building
glowing.
family. Thanks, thanks, Sasa. Yeah. So also personal development. I talked about plan, do, review. If you are not well developed enough, you would just do something and quit. I mean, for example, now I'm gaining now. So I've gained, like, for the past month, I think I've gained 7 kilograms.
Okay.
And I'm more chubbier now because I went to a lot of enjoyment. Because I mean, I found new love, So I started going out and enjoying. So after you enjoy, you have to bounce back and lose whatever that you have gained.
Now I like juicy stuff. So you've gained 7 kg because someone is head over heels. What is she feeding you?
We went for, so when there's time to play, then there's time to pray, there's time to work. So when I play, I play. When I pray, I pray. Like wherever I am, I want to be there. So I started gaining weight when I was on my vac. Actually, after my vac, then after vacation, we went to another trip as well. I mean, we just enjoyed, and now it's festive season. You know what happens in festive season, but then I'll just use this festive season as a time to bounce back to my ideal weight, which is 70 kg. But then that will be determined by my scanner.
If you don't mind sharing, what was your weight when you were overweight?
My weight dynamics, I was at 80. It was my first time being on 80, and I just literally saw that my belly was becoming big, and without any question, that was fat that I was gaining. And then I went. Last year I was at 66. The lowest was 66. That was when I was doing a lot of cycling. Then it went up to 72, 71 earlier this year. And now it's up there, 65, 66. It's playing there. It's having a nice time there. So I'm just gonna I wanna drop it to, let's say, 70 before I enjoy again. Yeah, it comes in phases.
Yeah.
You gain, you lose, you gain, you lose. Yeah.
You've spoken about the fluctuations that happen, the weight fluctuations that you have gone through, which is very important. Like I'm really glad that you mentioned that, because we lose, we gain, we bounce back, we try again. It's a cycle, it's a journey. It's not just like a destination or yay, I've arrived, so now I can chillax. Nope, that's not how it works. So maybe just share a few challenges that you have faced along the way. Have you ever gone through a period where you just discouraged? What do you do when you are stressed, when you're under pressure? How do you navigate those seasons of life?
Yeah, I've faced a lot of challenges, and it's something that you do every day and nobody's watching. People will only see when you start losing weight to say, hey, what have you been doing? And you say, I've been doing this. They're like, oh, no. So what I do to overcome those challenges, I always look for accountability buddies. We set up goals to say, I want to be at this specific kgs by when. Then I know very well that every time I exercise, I have to post in the group. Every time I eat something, I have to post in the group. So that's how I overcome it. Do it with somebody. I mean, if you do it alone, it's gonna be more difficult. You can start it alone, but then always look for people who also have the same aims as yourself. So that's how I do it. Do it in a group.
Accountability partners.
Very important.
Yeah. And when you're saying it's something that you do in your room every day, that actually counts a lot, you know. And then when you go outside, people are like, oh, what are you doing? Like the things that you do every day, the decisions that you make every day, they really count in the long run. And I'm reminded of this quote by Robin Sharma, which says,
of course. Who else would you quote? Of course.
Did you really? Yeah, I think it goes like small, daily, seemingly insignificant actions, when done consistently over time, yield beautiful results. So it's all about like taking a step, a small step, like every day, action every day, and then staying at it, being consistent, and in the long run, it will yield beautiful results. But it doesn't mean that it will be easy. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I mean, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the game, you still face challenges. So accountability partners, I really love that. I know you're also very pro morning routines. Right. You and I, same WhatsApp group. So we just touch on that a bit about the importance of having a routine and how it helps you as an individual. And maybe if you don't mind, just take us through your morning routine. What do you do? What time do you wake up? And also, when did you start with the routine as well?
Wow. Morning routine is very, very important. As you know, on your mornings, elevate your life. So it started, my morning routine started, way back. But when I got to varsity, having the luxury of not going to class and nobody's asking you, the routine changed. Then it was, I lacked discipline. From there, then in 2018, I started being serious on routines. 2019, I was up there. So my routine it's very easy. When I wake up, I don't stress my mind with a lot of tasks that I need to do whatsoever. So the first 15 minutes, I go to the bathroom, then I come back, I sit down, I drink 500 milliliters of water. Water and gym.
So you go to the bathroom? So you go to number 2, first thing that you do, like in the morning?
No, I just go and take out the water.
Oh, you pee. Okay, for me, like, water, I'm like, what do you do when you get there?
No,
I just, okay.
Yep.
So you just like, step. Okay, cool, sure.
Then obviously I pray. Then I don't pray first thing when I wake up because I wouldn't even know what I'm saying to God. The first, it's just to do nothing and sit. It's just actually for waking up. I don't think about anything significant. I'm just there, drinking my water. Then thank God for that the night, the day, and now start thinking about my morning routine. First things first, I exercise. I exercise for something like 20 minutes. It can go over to 1 hour, something like that. And then, but while I'm exercising, I also have affirmations. I have to remind myself of who I am and visualize my day like being the smoothest day ever. Then I'm exercising, then stretch. Then after stretching, I will have to clean my room. After cleaning my room, I take a bath. Then after taking a bath, I do the last set of my morning routine, which is reading. And after I read for 5 minutes, I just jot down anything that I've learned from that book. If it was an audiobook, okay, then that thing must be something that I can apply on that day going forward to improve my life. because I had a habit of reading. You're just consuming knowledge, but when are you going to apply it? So after 15 minutes, close it down and jot down. And sometimes when I'm bathing, I'm listening to an audiobook. So whatever that I've listened to that caught my attention at that time, I would write it down at the end of my routine. And then when I'm scribing, because I also use what we call savers. Savers is what I got from the book The Miracle Morning. Savers, it's S for silence. I start with silence. And A for affirmations. V, you visualize. E, you exercise. R, you read. And the last S is for scribing. So when I scribe, I also picture my day. So that's it. That will be like 1.5 hour to 2 hours. And then I go to doing my 2 hours of airtight bubble focus, where I just focus on one specific task. And normally it's my academic work, and it will be 2 to 3 hours. Then the rest of the 6 hours I'll be doing other things, but still breaking my work into small chunks. Focus. Then 5 minutes, you take a break, you just recharge, drink water, walk around, then you come back around 3, 4. And then after that, I will socialize. Then later, evening routine. I'm struggling with my evening routine. That's what I've been trying to install. But otherwise, that's my routine.
Yo, that's a very powerful morning routine. Hey? And you know what I like about morning routines? It's like you go into war, né? So you kind of have to armor yourself up because you don't know how your day is going to be like, right? You don't know the challenges you're going to face, the people that you're going to meet. So it's good to like armor yourself up, be ready for war, and then go. It really gives you that boost and confidence.
Yeah.
And your morning routine is very like powerful. So
true. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm actually working. I just finished the Miracle Morning book. I told you that. So I'm working on adjusting my morning routine as well, incorporating affirmations as well. Yeah, I'll tell you more about it. And yeah, I wanted to ask, I know you probably have a list of affirmations, but what's your favorite one?
I am the child of the living God.
Oh,
so that's it. Does the things for me. It changes everything from being a victim to a victor, because sometimes we don't value ourselves much. We don't think we are that strong, but when we connect to the greater power, we start realizing, no, actually that thing that I was stressing about is not bigger than my creator. Then you start tackling up your things.
Oh man, that's a simple. You know what? I think we are done. That's beautiful. I love it. Okay, Hlony, so now we have to wrap up. And yeah, you shared so much. You shared a lot of things, so much wisdom, so much information. So I personally have learned a lot. And I believe that people, those who are watching, have also learned a lot from you. And now I just want you to maybe, give us your final words. What can you say to my people?
All I can say is that you are part of the universe, and whatever the energy that has created you is the energy that wants you to prosper. And when you go out and try all these things that we're talking about, but then look for the one that really works for you. And in everything that you do, there's a variety. It's a buffet of habits. So when we talk about eating vegetables, look for vegetables that you love. If we talk about protein, look for healthy protein that you love. If you talk about exercises, try different and stick to the ones that you love. I mean, you can't live healthy, active lifestyle that is miserable. So you have to enjoy everything. There's no that thing, hey, you can only enjoy this much. If you wake up, you say the affirmations that you love, you do the exercise that you love, you read a book that you love, you write about things that you love. Guys, your day is gonna be awesome. So stick to things that you love, and remember, you are the best of all creations.
Hallelujah. Amen.
On your morning celebration life.
Indeed. Hlony, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for gracing us.
Pleasure.
And for sharing those nuggets of wisdom with us. I really appreciate it, and I wish you nothing but the best going forward. I know you are continuing with the journey, and there's no doubt that you will do amazing things.
Thank you very much, Sasa, and thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, so that's all we had for you today, ladies and gents. Until next time, please keep well.
Keep well.
Keep safe. And keep
healthy.